everyone, my name is Jayashree Pradhan and I have secured All India rank 52 this year in UPSC 2023 and I'm from Darjeeling, West Bengal. This is my first mains and I have been able to score well. I got good marks in mains, obviously hence the rank. So I'd like to share my mains strategy with you. This is what you must do. This is what I did. I focused a lot on practice because practice is everything in this exam. No matter how much you study, you may study a lot. If you don't know how to write answers, you won't be able to score well, and you won't know how to write answers unless you first practice. So what I used to do in those 3 months is I divided my time into schedules. I made a timetable, and this helped me be on track. So I knew that in this week I'll be doing GS1, this week I'll be doing GS2, this week I'll be doing GS3. So I had, number one, please keep a printed copy of the syllabus by your table at all times. You need to know the syllabus. In fact, you need to know it verbatim. You need to have the syllabus next to you, number one. Number two is you need to practice a lot. You need to go through the previous year questions. See what are the sort of questions that are being asked in that particular subject, in that particular paper, and try to attempt those. But how do you know whether you're writing the right answers or not, right? The way you know it is by referring to toppers' copies. That is what I did. I remember I used to look up toppers' copies online and I used to check them and I used to see, how are they writing the answers, and I used to learn from them. For instance, if there's a question, I used to cover the question, I used to cover the answer of the topper, and I used to write my own answer. Then I used to uncover the answer and then I would compare my answer with the topper. Then I would see, okay, this is what they are doing, this is the sort of examples they are giving, and I would see that most of the toppers, they give examples after each and every point. They have a lot of data, they write a lot, they write till the very end, they don't leave any space. These were the things that I picked up when I was looking up at their answers. I also saw that they delve into various dimensions, they make a lot of diagrams. So this is something that I learned from them, and I used to incorporate these in my answers, and I used to practice a lot. I used to practice, I remember I used to write 40 to 50 pages per day during that time, and I know it may sound a lot, but I think you do have to do that practice. Obviously it depends on you, but for me I think practicing was very essential, and I remember writing a lot during the time, and I remember I still have a lot of those pens. I did not throw them away, just as a reminder that this is how much I've practiced. I also have all those copies with me to tell myself that I have put in the effort, I have done the hard work, so I deserve to clear mains. So anytime you feel low self-confidence, you can refer to those used pens, you can refer to those booklets, and you can tell yourself that no, I have done my best. So these are the main principles you follow in those 3 months. Practicing a lot, learning from toppers through toppers videos, and maintaining a time schedule, maintaining a schedule as well. The essay paper. Now for essay, I would say that creativity is very important. Essay is a paper where your individuality is tested. It's not a paper where you can just mug up and you can just vomit facts and figures. That's not the paper. That paper is where you can show the way you think, and I take that as an opportunity. So be very creative with the essay, and for me, I decided I would not follow too many rules when it comes to the essay. I decided that I will focus on the language. The language has to be good there, number one. The second is I collected a lot of examples. So I had made this fact sheet, a few A4 sized sheets. In those A4 sized sheets, I had collected examples, and I had collected stories, maybe real life stories or maybe even fictional stories that I found very inspiring. And I remember thinking that if an essay comes, I will take inspiration from these stories, or I may even quote one of those stories, right? So have that A4, I used to have that A4 sheet size paper with me, and that was my source for essay. I remember revising that before my essay, and in the actual exam, just quoting some of those examples there. Again, in your essay, what matters is your interpretation of the topic. Your topic interpretation has to be very good. You have to understand the essay very well. Understanding the topic is key, because UPSC, even if the topic seems simplistic, it's not. Okay, you have to write quite a lot in that essay paper, so you need to understand the topic very, very well. So only attempt that particular question if you feel confident that you've understood the question. Once you've understood the question, once you've understood what the topic is, try to write answers and try to show your creativity, and after that, maybe give a few examples as well, and try to be as multidimensional as possible. And what I used to do, this is what I did mostly for the most part, and I decided that I'm not going to follow too many rules, which is why I'm not going to give you too many rules for the essay paper. But in essence, these are the few principles that you can keep in mind when you're preparing for essay.